Hello everyone and welcome to Sunnyside Crochet. Today we'll be making my blue jean butterfly shawl. I was walking through the craft store, which is never done unsupervised anymore. Yeah, there had to be rules made about that. Anyway, I saw the Lion brand blue jean yarns and this idea just hit me. I thought, why not make a super cute shawl that just incorporates a few of my favorite things, like blue jeans, butterflies, and of course crochet. So for this shawl, we need 4 skeins of Lion brand blue jean yarns. I have one in top stitch and one in faded. And then we needed 2 in brand new just to finish the pattern we're doing. I also have crochet hooks in size I for the regular pattern and G to tuck in any loose strings after we're done with a row. This one is really hard to see. Strings just hanging loose until you really start moving it around. So I like to trim them off as I go, and of course I have a pair of scissors here as well. So let's get started. We're going to start off with our faded, and for those of you who have seen my videos before, you know how I feel about slip knots. So I'm going to start with a square knot here. Alright, loose enough. We are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are going to double crochet right in that first stitch. There. We're going to chain again and double crochet back in that same stitch. And then we're gonna chain 2, double crochet again in that same stitch, chain 1, and you guessed it, double crochet right there again. And then we will chain 1, and we're actually going to triple crochet in here. Just the way I do tension on my yarn and the way I like how this shawl fits, I'm using a triple crochet to keep this side here on the top flat. It just worked out so much better that way than trying to do a double crochet and 2 chains up here, but if that works better for you, then by all means, go ahead and do it that way. This just worked out better for me. All right, so we are going to tie this off and snip. Pull that. Tuck this in. Like I said, it's just so much easier to do it as you go with this one. I know some people like to wait until the end, but I did not like the way it looked as I was going. And then when I got to the end, I missed a lot and had to go back and do it over again, go through. Yeah, it's just easier. You can also just use a plastic canvas hook, or plastic canvas needle, rather, and thread that and pull it through. I just always use another crochet hook. It's all your preference. This just works better for me. Okay, now that we have that all tucked and trimmed, it's on to row 2 with our top stitch yarn. And this is an accent yarn, so we're going to be using a little different stitch for it. So we're going to start off with a triple crochet to keep this row straight. I like to do it over the knot a little bit to kind of hide it a little bit, and because I did the triple crochet here, I'm able to incorporate that in a little bit better than if I were to have used a double crochet. But again, it's totally up to what works best for you. Okay, so I'm going to triple crochet here. Alright, and I'll chain 1. tuck this tail in, and in that space there I'll double crochet, and then in this space in between here we're going to do a V-stitch. So there, chain one, another double crochet, and then in where we did the 2 chains before, we're going to double crochet, 2 more chains, and that makes the corner of the shawl. And we're going to double crochet in there again, and do a V-stitch here. So double crochet, chain stitch, double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet in that last space, chain stitch, and another triple crochet. 1, 2, 3. All right, that is row 2. We're going to tie it off, snip that, and snip that other tail, and we are on to row 3. Okay, row 3. All right, we ended with this side right here, and if you have trouble deciding which side was the last side you ended on, you can always tell by your stitches, because the rounded part of your stitch will be pointing towards where your last stitch was. Okay, so it was right there. So we're going to turn it, and we're going to start with the blue right here. We're going to triple crochet right there, and you can see how I kind of tucked that knot in so it's not as noticeable on your smooth edge there. We're going to chain 1, and double crochet in that space. We'll chain 1, and we're going to double crochet in each of the posts around till we get here. So we're going to double crochet in this post here from the last row. And this yarn is so soft. I love it so much. Just really nice to work with, very soft. It's one of those yarns you just want to pet all day. Alright, chain. Some more yarn out here. There we go. And we'll double crochet in this post, and then we're going to chain, and we're going to double crochet in this space, and then 2 chains, another double crochet in that space, chain, and then we're going to double crochet in each post on our way to the other end. Chain, double crochet, chain. And I know you guys are probably like, where do we get to the butterflies? Well, we're almost there. That's the next row. We're going to start the butterflies. And don't worry, they're pretty easy. Okay. There, chain, and triple crochet around this knot. 2, 3. Okay. And then we're going to tuck this in and snip our tails we have just to keep it neat as we're going. Just makes it so much easier to work with. All right, and that's row 3. Okay, now row 4. All right, row 4, we're gonna chain 4, 3, 4, turn, and then we will double crochet in this space. We will chain 1, double crochet in this first double crochet from the last row, and then we're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now we're going to skip and go to the 5th post on this bottom one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to double crochet in there, chain 1, double crochet in that open loop at the angle, chain 2, double crochet in there again, chain 1, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to double crochet in this first post here. We're going to chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to skip 5 or go to the 5th post. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double crochet right in there, chain, double crochet in that end space, chain, and a triple crochet to finish it off. Going around the knot from the row before. 3. And we're just gonna tuck that in real quick right here. Okay. Then, there we are. We have the start of our butterflies right there. You'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, chain 4. Chain 4, turn, and then double crochet in there, chain 1, and you're going to double crochet in each of these posts. So we'll double crochet, chain, double crochet, and then we will chain 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to double crochet in each of these posts. Chain, 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 and we're back to the angle, so we're going to double crochet in that angle, and chain 2, and double crochet in there again, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Chain, double crochet in these 2 posts, chain, double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to double crochet in each of these posts. So we'll double crochet there, chain, double crochet, chain, and we're going to do our double crochet in that last space, chain, and a triple crochet. 1, 2, 3. All right. So far, our butterflies are starting to take shape here. So we're going to finish them off with this row. So we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. We're going to double crochet in that space, chain, double crochet in these posts, two, chain. Okay, and then we're going to make another post. So we're going to chain 1 and then double crochet on our long chain here. And then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to triple crochet, and we're going to loop our needle or hook through this middle space here in our first row of the dark blue. And we're going to come through, we're going to yarn over, pull through, and then triple crochet, 3, chain 2, and we're going to do that other post in here, and then chain 1, and then we're going to double crochet in each of the posts at the end here. Alright, chain, we're back at that angle, so we're going to double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet, chain, and we're going to double crochet in each of those posts. So, that one, chain, 2, alright, and then we're going to make another post on this long chain here. So double crochet, chain 2, and then we'll do another triple crochet right in that middle spot right there. Now put our hook through, yarn over, triple crochet, 2, 3, chain 2, another post, chain, and then we're going to double crochet in each of those posts. And then we're going to double crochet in that space, chain, triple crochet, and we will take a look. And here we have our butterflies. We have one here and one here. And they're just so totally cute and adorable. I love them. Okay, we're going to do one more row with the dark blue, and then we're going to go back to our top stitch. Okay, So we'll chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and turn, double crochet in that first space, chain, double crochet in each post. The only place it gets a little bit different is right where we did the butterfly. Okay, so now we're at the bottom of the butterfly wings, and you know we chain 2 on either side of this post here in the middle. So we're actually going to do our posts in this last row on either side of that one. So I already chained 1, so I'm just going to go in that space there and double crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet in the next space, and chain 1, and that puts us right back into our pattern to keep double crocheting in each of the posts from the last row. So we're just gonna continue around. Alright, and we're at that angle again, so we're going to chain 1, double crochet in the angle, 2 chains, and double crochet again. Okay. I already have one of these that I made for the blog and the PDFs, but I just love this so much. I really couldn't wait to make another one. That my mom keeps threatening to steal the other one I made. So figured I'd make another one and I'd give it to her so she could have her own. She doesn't crochet. Alright, we're gonna chain here, and we're back at this other butterfly, so we're going to double crochet in that space, and chain, double crochet in the other space, and we're back in the posts from the last row. Alright, now we're at the end, so we're going to chain 1, double crochet in this space, chain 1 again, and do a triple crochet, and knot, and tie off. Okay, and here's where we're at so far. Starting to take shape. Okay, so next row. We'll be done again with our top stitch. And this time we'll be doing a modified V-stitch. In that first row we did with the top stitch, it didn't have to be as big as this row because it was just starting out and just starting to establish the pattern. So this one's going to be a modified V-stitch because it fits better with the post pattern I have going on here. So we're going to wrap our yarn around twice, and we're going to triple crochet right here where we ended our blue. Alright, chain 1, and double crochet, and you notice I'm tucking in that dark blue yarn that we just used. Okay, here's where we get to the modified V-stitch part. Okay, we did our triple crochet, chained one, did our double crochet. We're going to do our first V-stitch right in this space right here. Okay, so we're going to chain one, and we're just going to do a regular V-stitch. The only difference between this and a regular V-stitch is we're going to chain in between the V's just because it makes it work out better for this pattern. Okay, and we're just going to cut this off right now. Okay, so we're going to chain one, skip one, and then V-stitch in the next space. Chain one, another double crochet in there to finish out the V-stitch, and then we're going to chain, and we're just going to do a V-stitch in every other space from the last row going around. So we're going to V-stitch in here. We're at the last stitch before the angle. So we're going to do our V-stitch. Okay, now that we're at the angle, we're not going to chain. We're going to do 2 double crochets in the angle, 2 chains, and 2 more double crochets. Just makes it look more like a V-stitch going into this angle here. That's the only reason we change that up a little bit. Okay, and then the other side we're just going to continue on our pattern of the V-stitches with the chain in between. Chain, double, chain, another V-stitch, last V-stitch, chain, double, chain, and triple. All right. And there we are so far. Okay, now we're ready to start our next row with the top stitch yarn. We're going to triple crochet right here over the knot on our blue. 1, 2, 3, chain, and double crochet right there in that space. And then we're going to go right into a V-stitch in this first open space here. 1, chain, and there. And we're going to chain in between each V-stitch. Just so this works out a little better with our pattern here. and V-stitch. And a V-stitch is just a double crochet, a chain stitch, and another double crochet in that same space. Nothing too scary going on there. Okay, so we just finished that side, and what we're going to do in the angle here is we're just going to do 2 double crochets right there in the angle just to make it look like it's following our V-stitch pattern, and then chain 2, 2 more double crochets, and then we're going to do the same thing coming back on the other side. So V-stitch right there, and this is just in every other space all the way around. Alright, we're at the end, our last V-stitch. Okay, and then we're just going to double crochet in that space at the end. Chain 1, triple crochet, 2, 3, and that's it. And here's where we are so far. Very nice. Okay, now with our pattern we're going to go back to the faded blue jean color, and we're just going to do basically the same thing we did with the dark blue in the first and last rows with it, to just break up the colors a little bit, brighten it up. Okay, there we are, and we're going to start with the side that we left off on. And we're going to start with a triple crochet right there in the end. One too many wraps on there. One, 2, 3. Chain 1. I'll hide that knot. Right there. Double crochet in that space. Chain 1, and we're just going to double crochet in each post, working around. Snip that off. Okay, now that we're at the end, at the angle, we're going to double crochet in that last part of that V-stitch. We're going to chain 1. We're going to double crochet in this last stitch here. Chain 1. And we're going to double crochet in the angle, chain 2. Double crochet again. Chain 1, double crochet in that first post, chain 1, skip that second one, and right in the V-stitch. And then we will finish up this other side the same as we were doing the first side. going to double crochet. You know what? It wants to be tucked in there, so we're just going to give it what it wants. Alright, so we're going to double crochet in that last V-stitch, chain. We're going to double crochet in that last double crochet. We're going to chain, double crochet in the space, chain, and triple crochet around that knot. Okay. And there we are. So we're going to chain 4. We're going to do another row of the blue. The only reason I just did one in the middle here is because it already looks almost like 2, so 1 was good there. Okay. So we're going to turn and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to double crochet in that open space, chain, and double crochet in each post going around. Alright, we're back at that angle again. So we're just going to double crochet in that last post, chain, double crochet in that angle, 2 chains, double crochet, chain, and we're back working in the posts again. Okay, and we're back at the end, so we're just gonna double crochet in that space, chain, triple crochet, and there we are. So we're going to knot, and there we are. Turn that off. Okay, we'll tuck this tail in. Pull that knot in there a little bit. Okay. Okay. So I really like jeans, and when I had this picture in my head, I had the brown in there as a transition between each of the blues. So we're going to do another row of the top stitch to transition us back into the dark blue. So, alright. Now we're going to start with a triple crochet on the end we left off on. Right there. 2, 3, chain, double crochet. Alright, and right into a V-stitch right in that space there. Chain, and another double crochet. Pull that knot in a little bit. There we are. Chain, and we're just going to continue around in the V-stitches just like we were doing them. So skip 1 and V-stitch. we're at the angle, so we're going to V-stitch in this last space, I'm sorry. And then right into 2 double crochets in the angle, 2 chains, there, and then 2 more double crochets, there, and right back into the V-stitches. Okay, last space up here. Okay, double crochet, chain, double crochet in that space, chain, triple crochet. All right, there we are so far. All right, now we're going to tie that off and get back into the dark blue. Okay, now this time with the dark blue, we're going to be putting 3 butterflies in this row instead of just 1. So we're going to have space between them and things going on, but it lines up beautifully. It's just a really, really nice effect. So we're going to start off again, just like we did last time. We're going to just do the stitch just like we did in the blue here. Now it's a little easier to see this than it is to see in the dark. So we're just going to do that for our first row around. So we will triple crochet right where we left off with the brown. So 1, 2, 3, chain, a double crochet there in the space, chain, double crochet in each of the posts. Chain. Alright, when we get to the corner here, we're going to do just like we did with the light blue. We're going to skip this one here and go right in that last one. Chain, double crochet in the angle there, chain, chain, and another double crochet. And we're going to chain, double crochet, that first one, chain, and right in the post for the V-stitch. Chain, double crochet, chain, triple crochet, snip that off, All right. And there we are. Okay, so next row, we're gonna chain 4, 4, and turn. Okay, we're going to double crochet in the space, chain, double crochet in this first post, and we're going to start the butterflies just like we did the last time. So we're going to chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip 5 posts, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one. We're going to double crochet right in that fifth one. Okay. And then we're going to double crochet in 5 posts, so that was 2, 3, 4, oh, missed, 4, and 5. And then we're going to chain 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to go in that fifth post. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Okay. 1, 2, oops, chain 1. And we're going to do this for 5 again. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one last butterfly for this side, so we'll chain 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to skip 5 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts us right in that last one. And then we'll chain 1, which puts us in the angle there. And we're going double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and we're going to chain 1, double crochet in that first post, and we're going to do the same thing we just did on the other side. So we're going to start the first butterfly on this side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double crochet. And then we're going to put 5 posts in there. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then butterfly number 2, we'll chain 9, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth post, right there. And then 5 posts again, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, last butterfly, 9 chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 5 posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Okay, then you're going to chain, double crochet in that space, chain, triple crochet, and we're going to tuck that end in. Pull that knot in a little bit, and we'll cut it off. Okay, next row. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. And this next row is basically the same as the last row. We're just making that second part of the wings on the butterflies. So we chained 4, we're going to double crochet in this space. There it is. Okay, double crochet in this last post. Chain 9. Double crochet in each of those posts. Chain 9. There's 9. And then 5 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 more chains for that last butterfly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and we're gonna double crochet in each of these last posts. Chain, double crochet in the angle, and we'll chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet in the angle again, chain 1, and then we're going to double crochet in each of these posts, right there, and we're ready to do butterflies on the other side. Okay, and then we're going to double crochet in those last 2 posts. One, double crochet in this space, chain 1, triple crochet, 1, 2, 3. All right, next row, 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. All right, and this is the row where we're going to finish up the butterflies. So we'll double crochet in that space, chain, double crochet in these posts, two, three. Okay, we'll chain 1, double crochet on the long chain, and we're going to chain 2 and do our triple crochet in this middle one here. Okay, 3, chain 2, double crochet on that long chain again, chain, and there's your first butterfly on that row. We're just going to continue around. Alright, next butterfly. Double crochet. Nope, didn't chain first. Chain. Double crochet, chain 2. Triple crochet in that middle space on that bottom row. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and we're gonna double crochet on that long chain again, and then we're back in the posts. Okay, and then we're going to triple crochet in that middle space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then double crochet on that chain. Chain, and finish out the posts. We're back to the angle, so we're going to chain, double crochet in the angle, chain 2, double crochet in the angle again, chain, get both the posts. Or all 3 of the posts, sorry. Three, double crochet on the chain, chain 2, and then we'll triple crochet through this middle opening. Just like that. Chain 2. Double crochet on that chain. Chain 1. And the posts. Okay, so we finished the butterflies for this row. Now we're going to go through and do another mesh row, which will finish up this blue stripe. So we're going to chain 4, and this will be the pattern that you're going to use throughout the rest of the shawl. 2, 3, 4. Turn. I just wanted to get this blue stripe in just to show you the pattern that will go through in your next rows making the butterflies. It'll always work out the same way, that you start right here with your first butterfly, 5 posts in between each butterfly. The last one I made, I have 6 blue rows in it, so that's 11 butterflies in the last row. Turned out it was 3 feet long from the top of it to the end point, which was perfect for me. I mean, I'm 5'3", and I like them a little long on me, but to make it longer, you can add rows. To make it shorter, you can not put as many rows on. It just all depends on what you want, and I can't talk and crochet at the same time. Alright. And same as the other butterfly we did, we'll do a post on either side of this triple crochet that joined the butterfly. And then you'll just keep going with the pattern, just the top stitch, and then another stripe with the light blue, another stripe with the top stitch, and just keep going until it's as long as you want it to be. Like I said, I had 6 blue stripes on mine with 11 butterflies in the last one, and it was a perfect size for me. I love to just wrap it around me, and my mom's not much taller than me, about an inch taller, and she said it was a really good size for her. She loves it, so she's going to get this one when I'm done with it, because she's awesome and she deserves it. She's great. So all we're going to do is finish working this around, and like I said, you can make it as long as you want. It's a really great pattern, super cute, I love it, and pretty simple. Figured it wasn't too bad for walking through the store, falling in love with the yarn and some rough guesstimation, and I had a little trial and error with some scrap yarn that I have laying around, but other than that, it was pretty straightforward, easy to work with, and I love this yarn. It is so soft. So I hope you've enjoyed crocheting with me today. And if you love what you saw, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out Sunnyside Crochet for more great crochet ideas. Have a great day and happy hooking!